With summer now in full swing, the soccer season has been heating up, especially for one interior club soccer team. The Fairbanks Eclipse 05 team finished second at the U.S. Youth Soccer Far West President's Cup, earning a spot in the national tournament next week. We met up with the team to see their thoughts on the journey to get to this point and how it feels representing all of Alaska in Wichita.
When you look back at our pictures, you can see that there's a few of us that have been there since the beginning, and like seeing us grow from when we were younger to now, and it's like kind of awesome to see that some of us still stuck with it and we didn't give up, because we did have some people that left and some people that stayed, and then coaches came and gone, and then just basically my whole team, we all just kind of stayed together and stuck through the hard times. We're like a family, so I don't know, it's just really cool.
The huge occasion isn't lost on the players, let alone the fact they are representing the state of Alaska on one of the biggest stages in youth soccer in the United States.
It's very big. I didn't think I'd get here. I had hope, but I can see all my family and friends back at home watching me when I go on these national tournaments, and even other club teams from the lower Alaska region are here supporting us, and it's very I feel like everyone looks up to us, and even the refs down in the lower 48 here were from Alaska, and they're like, "Oh, I'm rooting for you." So it's kind of it's a big deal, and it's pretty exciting.
5 years of effort, blood, sweat, and tears was not coming just from the players, but the coaches and parents too. Even taking a humble approach, Coach Crutcher knows how hard he, the girls, and their families have fought to get to this point, to do something very few Alaskans have ever done.
You know, that's what I always say. I'm just the guy that yells at them, but I mean, it's just a testament to their work. You know, it's the parents' commitment to me as a coach, obviously letting me do what I do, the soccer teams with them. And I mean, like you said, I mean, they do all the work out on the field. You know, I'm just there, and they understand the game a lot better than they did 5 years ago, and it's just been building and building and building, and you know, it's a great opportunity. It's very rare for Alaskans to get the chance to do this, so the girls are looking forward to it, and they're going to try to go out with a bang. That's their goal.
Last night was the 118th playing of the Midnight Sun baseball game at Groudon Memorial Park, with the Alaska Gold Panners taking on the Michigan Monarchs. It was a long night, but for fans of Fairbanks baseball, it was a good night. The long-awaited game was able to avoid the forecasted rain after a small shower before fans were allowed into the park. With clear skies, the 354th Fighter Squadron from Eielson Air Base conducted a flyover to end the national anthem. Keaton Chase would get the start for the Panners in one of the biggest games of the season and pitched to the fifth inning, only allowing a single hit and a run. The Monarchs would jump out to the early lead from an error from players colliding on the play. The Panners would start to take care of business, scoring 2 runs in the fourth, with another game of back-to-back RBI doubles opening the scoring from Logan Redmond and Logan Drummond. Not satisfied with the 2, the Panners would add 3 runs in the sixth to take a 4-run lead of timely hitting and great plate discipline. The Panners would hold the Monarchs scoreless to take the win 5-1. We spoke with head coach Brett Latchman on how the team had another come-from-behind win.
Yeah, no, that's kind of been our script lately, is get down early and then come back for a nice win later. I would be happy if we just scored early and got ahead and stayed ahead the whole game, but our pitching 3 hits, 1 run, I mean, our pitching's been great all year, and then we've played pretty good defense, and we're getting, guys are starting to swing the bat, so they've played well. It's been fun to watch, and it was fun, obviously, to win tonight.
We spoke with Logan Drummond, who has been hot this series, and how he felt about playing in the Midnight Sun game.
Oh, it was awesome. Great experience. A little nervous. Most people I've ever played in front of in my life, but it was awesome. Great experience.
With that win, the Panners move on to 10 wins so far on the campaign for the season and have no signs of slowing down. The 63rd annual Yukon 800 has finished, and this year was definitely one for the history books. New achievements have been made and new champions have been crowned.
First win, 8th try, so I'm going to soak this one up.
13 hours, 22 minutes and 12 seconds was the official time for the number 15 Wake 'em Up boat crew that would take the crown of this year's Yukon 800. With this year's race being extremely rough out on the water, the race came down to experience and planning.
I feel pretty good. It was a rough race this year, kind of had to earn it, but we had a clean run, no real issues. We had one stop today that cost us about 5 minutes, but other than that, that was kind of game plan, just knock down miles and try to hold it together. It was really rough yesterday, so we were trying to take care of the boat a little bit. We built a lead into Tanna, so we kind of knew we had some comfort space there, and just tried to play it smart, and it paid off. Yeah, I just owe my crew, they're the ones that really got beat up yesterday, so I really appreciate them.
Knowing the river and knowing when to make changes because of weather played a big part in the win for the crew, with the first leg of the race hit with a hail-producing thunderstorm and the wind wreaking havoc on the water. Relying on instincts is what saved the day.
I travel the river a lot, so knowing where to get out of the big waves is really important, and I think that played dividends. I mean, it was a bad spot to be in, and I mean, you're almost scared for yourself too. So we wanted to be safe, and that was the first thing that came to mind, was go to the shallow water, and that's where it's going to be the calmest. So that's what we did. It wasn't anything planned. It's just instincts, and kind of took over. We was trying to keep going.
The race this year was rougher than in previous years. The waves would take with it two boats. One of the defending champion, the other, one that spent plenty of time in the podium in years past.
That's kind of how this race is. We usually say, half the people don't make it. It's, you're going against Mother Nature, really. We all help each other get ready, prep, try to be the fastest boats out there. And once it comes down to it, we're all there for each other. So it's against Mother Nature, and that's what really played out yesterday and today.
Congrats again to the new champions of the Yukon 800, the crew of the number 15 Wake 'em Up boat, Kyle Malamute, Patrick Captain, and Gary Folger. I definitely cannot wait for the Tanana 400 that's coming up here shortly.
I really feel it's bringing a culture to Alaska that's really popular in the lower 48, and it's just now being explored here, and it's obviously expanding pretty quickly, and I feel it brings a really good sport to people that have an interest in cars that isn't explored here.
With drifting slowly spreading its wings in the interior, accommodation and offering a helping hand to those that need a part or getting a car back running to keep someone's day going is exactly what the behind-the-scenes part of drifting is.
Oh man, North Pole drifting is amazing. So the group up here that put this on will go out of their way to do anything to get you in your car up here. That's all I can say, is it's the most tight-knit, cool group of people that just draws people into the sports, all I can say. It's amazing.
Such a close-knit group brings some competition and a whole lot of fun for those looking to keep moving sideways.
It's really cool. Everyone here has a great attitude about it. Everyone's really friendly. Everyone's just here to have a good time. I'd say it's not exactly a competition. It's more just who can have the most fun, with some bragging rights mixed in.